kickoff for Detroit.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week 1. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here's Evans. Going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run with Evans. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Open man is Quintez Cephas. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's complete to Darrington Evans, the running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Now we'll run with Evans. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll look to run with Evans. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. He was driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Darrington Evans with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Eddie Pinheiro.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it first and 10 at their own 23. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. J.J. Nelson, 77 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a first and 10. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He was brought down by...
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. They'll run out of the gun with Evans. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 33 and a first. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. They run with Patterson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 15 now. Trubisky. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Trubisky's pass.
16 yards, a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
1st and goal, Chicago.
(7-7) our score after one.
Score tied 7-7.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Evans. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darrington Evans making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Bears have taken the lead.
The kick is
and his kick is good.
Makes the score Bears 14, Lions 7. Eddie Pinheiro the kickoff for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And throw here, that's complete.
Stafford's
that catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, one thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Terrific catch and a big chunk of yardage gained by Kenny Golladay, and that's exactly what he does. That's why he's so dangerous downfield. Highest average yards per reception among NFC receivers in 2019 to over 18 yards per catch. He has the length and really has a nose for the football, especially when they put the ball in the air and he goes up and gets it.
Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
It's a gain of 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. Lets it go for Nelson. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Ford.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 3-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
First down, Chicago.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They run the counter. Evans. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Bears first down.
On the ground, it's Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Look at this, a tight end carry. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down, Bears.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On the handoff, it's Evans. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
On 3rd down, here's Evans. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that
The
play.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Play action. Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 5.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
A big loss.
On 4th down, the Lions trot out their new punter for 2020, Jack Fox. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Big play there. 75 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Trubisky. Well, this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get up.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Jeff Okuda. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that, the rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays and offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And 4.
30. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That second down play nets a -4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, Stafford. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And there's a familiar sight. Khalil Mack putting a quarterback down in the backfield for another sack. I know he only had 8.5 sacks in 2019, so a lot of people wrote that off as, hey, what's going on with Khalil Mack? You do real.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. Fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they'll go right back to Evans. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a first down on a gain of 10. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
They'll run on first down with Evans. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a great defender. Everson Griffin making a great defensive play there for a loss. They'll try the jet sweep here. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
A loss of 2.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On 3rd down, it's Evans. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First down, and they go with Swift again. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
To throw on third down. Stafford lets it go for Nelson. Touchdown, Detroit. J.J. Nelson. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And 12 at the 18-yard line.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. On the give, this is Evans. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Ford Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. The Bears on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Nifty move. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Throwing deep for Gallup. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
They'll begin on the ground with Evans. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The tackle.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They'll go again here with Evans. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
The Bears on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Evans. He's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
3. First down, Bears.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
First down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Darrington Evans, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Patterson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Back at the 40.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Evans has it left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
But it brings up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Lions will take over. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This now a chance at the very least to burn some clock following that 4th down stop. Points would be ideal for some breathing room, no doubt, and really a field goal would be huge. That would make it a 2-score game. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Trubisky will throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Lets it go for Nelson. And look at this. They get the tackle they need. It's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Jeremy Chin. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
13 yards. First down, Chicago.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Trubisky. On the screen, this is Evans. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down, Bears.
Now Trubisky to throw. They'll find Miller. That's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now we'll run with Evans. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Here's Trubisky. But the man is Kmet, the tight end. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And has got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Bears.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
10 yards.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
On second and very short, Trubisky, throw left side complete. That's Evans. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 9-yard line.
Trubisky to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Lions, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.